Hi there, Jay here. I am still in my pajamas. We are back with Ladies Night. I just realized I have time before work. I think. How long is this video? Yeah, I have time. I have a lot of time. Okay. I have my emotional support Yoshi. I also finally got out all my dice and 3 foreign coins that I picked up off the ground at university, which aren't 3 isn't very many, but it's odd that it happened 3 times. Anyway, I can roll with the players even though I'm not part of the campaign. Just something fun. I thought it'd be fun. All right. Part 4, Ladies' Night, Dark Comforts. Beginning in 3, 2, 1.
Down speeds.
All right.
Oh,
And sync.
And sync.
Josh is there.
Okay. In sync. Boys in the sink. So many sinks. Okay.
Boys on the sink.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh my god. I mean, I can.
Sorry,
I
a
can.
whole different boy band when you did that. I went to ba 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 red.
That's
ba,
Beach
ba.
Boys.
I know.
They're still a-
different boy band.
They're still a boy band.
Belly button, no.
Okay, when
Oh,
Ari
no.
makes the intro, Katie, I dare you to do it.
Do
I'll be
what?
support. Ba 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 ba.
Belly
cool, I'll
button.
I still haven't come up with a custom greeting for this, so, hey there, hi there, ho there, I don't know. This is the later.
Sure.
What the hell is happening?
La 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 la.
Ladies'
la,
night
ladies'
is
night.
happening.
I don't know.
Yes, ladies' night.
Okay.
We should make that the theme song. You know how Welcome to the
preview of
Show
what's
has
to
the
come.
cool theme song? Ours is la 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 ladies night la la ladies
No, I was thinking more along the lines of that, you know, that smooth R&B, because this is ladies' night.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is late. I
I'm
thought
just
that
gonna
was.
say right now, if my OBS commits Harry Carey over all this bullshit, I'm not gonna blame it at all.
Okay.
I was actually going to say, let's get Luximus to write some lyrics.
No!
Shall we?
Jesus Christ, no!
Yeah! I agree to this. I 100% endorse this. Like,
It's not on my channel, bitch!
Okay, so same rules as last time. Cursing is allowed, and whatever I say goes. So,
That's the one-sided die.
Yeah. so
On the DM, I said so.
so if I'm not gonna be the rules lawyer DM, I try not to be because I don't think that's as fun, you know. But you know, we're here. We're gonna have fun.
You know
The
that?
audience, look what I can do.
Powers.
I have power.
wait, how'd you do that?
I don't know! That's just been happening!
I was thinking like,
Did you not see?
anything.
Okay, hold on. I'll do it again.
I didn't see it either.
Do
So.
it again.
Ah, right. Okay.
I don't know. I
I don't know. It was
It's
just
okay.
cool.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We won't abuse the power much.
Okay.
I don't abuse my power. I use it for the greater good.
Don't say it.
All of you
No.
say.
That's what that weird town said when they were killing everybody to make it look pretty. Okay.
Hot fuzz. Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to begin?
Yes.
I don't even know what that's from.
Leave
I
our
just know
tale
it
of
gets
tales,
said.
sorry.
And
Too much.
hopefully the fucking A 97 frames skipped. Anyway, hopefully this recording will be much clearer because I noticed that my last one was kind of shit quality.
Yeah.
Well, we have a backup, and I mean, I hope that it'll go really well too. But I mean, you know,
We have a
backup.
technical difficulties video in case we need it.
I regret nothing.
Fun!
Okay.
part of the fun. Anyway,
Isn't
So, ready?
technology wonderful?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm putting my back scratcher down so I don't hurt my computer.
I'm assuming that means ready.
Yes.
Maddie?
Drink.
Yes.
All right.
Frank.
Twists of fate turned an ordinary carriage ride into a multiplanar toy box ruled by a creepy, ruthless, and mysterious overseer. Dame, Nepage, Ruby, Cyril, Virgin, and Tane have been branded by this person, and any act of disobedience will be punished. They're not alone. Their guide, Byron Malik, was once in their positions, as were the druids Nepheri and Fenway, captives of the Overseers, since they lost his game. And through their cleverness, they've emerged from the Cave of Beginnings unharmed, but with more questions than answers. What would they do next? Where are they going? Why did Mira Jean have 2 tattoos? And who could they trust? You've spent a comfortable night in the carriage and awake on your individual couches.
Doc, I got a
Feeling more
problem.
refreshed than you've felt in ages, though being well rested seems little consolation.
We got our white
There is a
grid.
lovely breakfast full of pastries, sausage, bacon, a large steaming pot of oatmeal, and a piping hot kettle for tea on the table in front of you.
Drink.
What do you do?
It's a little early for
Ruby
drinking,
wants-
don't you think?
Ruby walks over,
I said-
grabs a piece of sausage, and inspects it. You don't think it's poisoned or has some sort of magical quality that's going to hinder us in any way, do you?
Tane.
Why would he?
Tane.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Tane, who has already taken a couple of nibbles of his sausage, suddenly looks up alarmed and then drops the sausage.
Okay, Cyril just kind of grumbles at her. Why would he go to all the trouble of gathering his new toys just to break them the next day?
Yeah, I immediately just grab a sausage to swallow it whole, and then grab a few more onto a plate. Indeed.
Bacon.
Oh, no.
Need I say more? Anybody that gives me bacon is good in my book.
Yeah, I
End
immediately.
of.
I immediately like snatched my plate in my mouth and bound up to the nearest bookcase to get as high as I can, so I can
Mine.
eat in peace and isolation.
Tane goes back to nibbling on his sausage.
Ruby sighs and grabs only the sausage and the meat and goes over to the couch and starts cautiously nibbling on it.
She doesn't trust the man-child that is the overseer.
Cyril just gives a heavy sigh. My, what a together group we are.
Nepal is sitting at the table and holding the teapot and going, does anybody want to have a cup of tea with me? Or am I just going to have to sit and drink on my own?
I'll take some tea.
She says it the same
Would you like
way.
some of the bacon?
I will have all of the bacon.
Mira looks around to see if anyone objects to that and then just passes over the platter of bacon.
I already had my share, so I'm good.
Nepal will share tea, but not food.
The tea is a lovely elderberry mix, so it's warming but also a little bit sweet.
That sounds really good.
It actually
Yeah.
It
does.
does.
Yes.
It
I don't even
does.
like tea.
I have a
that
sweet
sounds
tooth.
good.
It sounds really good.
I want some now.
Mira takes a croissant and a bowl of the oatmeal. And she seems to be looking for brown sugar, but she can't find any. He has all of this stuff and he doesn't provide brown sugar.
DM, may I roll a spot check?
Go for it. Perception.
Oh,
Wait,
perception.
what are we getting brown sugar for?
Five,
Hey, you're
five.
still in 3.5. I understand.
Yep, sorry.
Okay. You
Out of
look around.
character. Out of character, I was gonna say, isn't it kind of weird that we're using our perceptions as women to find the sugar for tea? I'm just saying. Just saying. Back. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
I mean, I'm not mad.
We're having fun.
And
Even from your
feminism
high
marches
perch,
on.
Hey, brown
Even
sugar
from
is
your
good.
high perch, you do not see any holder for brown sugar. Fortunately, that seems to not be a problem as Byron walks through the door. Morning, ladies.
Morning.
You see him begrudgingly carrying a tray with some other amenities like jams, and then you see a thingy of brown sugar.
A thingy.
Almost got my head bitten off by our
Him.
mechanic for not bringing you the proper amenities.
So not only are you random guide through these games, he's having you act as butler too.
Not willingly.
Well,
Suddenly, you see a chipper-looking half-elf with a hammer in one hand and a wrench on her belt follow behind him. Really, Malik, you really should just be a little bit more personable. Boss might
Hi,
have
Anna.
you do more fun things rather than play babysitter.
Hello, Hannah.
hello?
Hello there.
Hi,
You should call
Rayan.
him baby.
No, that's Hannah.
Huh?
No, your
You
voice
should-
sounds like a mix of Hana and Rayan.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
I was
What was
about
that?
to say, like, where did Hana get here? Moonshine Baby's here.
Anyway.
What were you saying, Maddie?
You should call him babies.
Well,
Never mind.
your baby's in the toy box, aren't you? Oh gosh, why can't I stick with one accent?
That's it.
Why
I'm
did
adding an
you
accent
do?
counter too.
No doubt.
Yes.
Am I pissing you off?
You have such a nice accent. I want to do it. Okay, back
That's
in
fair.
back in the head. Okay. Right then, your baby's in regards to the games, ain't you? My name's Cogwin. I'm your mechanic. Magical mechanic extraordinaire. Don't mind me, just need to reseal some of the sieves in here. I built this place. Well, I built the new version. Ah,
Magical mechanic?
I'm an artificer of the highest degree. She goes over to this corner, and you see her start to patch up some tiny cracks that you didn't even notice, but you notice them now that she's sort of pointing them out.
Were you a player too?
Oh yeah.
What round?
Oh, I think it was 11?
It's a little more
Wait.
recent.
Oh yeah, I rebuilt. This place is a lot cozier than mine. I rebuilt it because, you know, it was really crap.
Well, thank you for
She's
your
Tom
hard
Nook.
work.
Just expanding the house.
No problem. See, Malik, if you had been like them, you probably would have gotten out of here, you know, with less of a horrible job. You're always so cross. No wonder boss always has you on toy box duty.
Mhm.
If you behaved more like you wanted, he'd let you have a little more freedom. Like me. I just pop in when I want.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The-
Ruby kind of sits on the couch and mutters under her breath, the overseer is really going overboard on the Babes in Toyland theme.
No, Dame. Yeah, I look down at them with a raised eyebrow. So, no one has ever gotten their freedom. They're just forced to stay with this being and do odd jobs for them.
Oh, he didn't force me. I elected to stay.
Why would you
Really?
elect
Wow.
to stay?
Why not? As much gold as I want. 3 square meals a day. Live in a palace. I'll take it.
She gets to make this place
She's
better.
one of-
I guess.
She's one of his favorites. I didn't get a single punishment on my run through.
Yeah.
And you had no family to return to?
I do. But like I said, you behave the way he wants you to. He lets you have certain freedoms. I can go visit them. Just can't. And I don't mind not staying with them. Don't like them too much anyways, but you know, they're family.
Cyril looks
Meanwhile-
down at her plate quietly.
Meanwhile, Byron over here is stuck. He can't go nowhere.
Sucks to be him.
He's one of the misbehaving ones. She goes over to Byron and pinches his cheek condescendingly. You notice that he looks like he really wants to hit her, but he looks pained when he even has the thought.
Oh.
See, he has to be a good little boy or else he gets a punishment. Go away, Cogwin. Oh, you're no fun. You never let me play with the new kids. Go away, Cogwin.
Cyril puts her plate down and goes over to Cogwin and holds out her hand. It was nice to meet you, at least.
Cogwin takes your hand and shakes it like very vigorously so that your arm is sort of like jerking up and down.
Applejack.
Oh, nice to meet you too. Now, it just depends on whether or not this dead fish will let me see you guys again. Usually he has me do repairs when you're gone. But today I've managed to sort of strong arm him because he forgot the jam and the sugar. So,
Well, thank you very much.
If there were Swedish pancakes, I'd
all right,
definitely
it's all
want
for
brown
now.
sugar.
She exits the door, and as soon as she just steps one foot out the door, she seems to disappear into the ether like Byron did.
That is
Ruby
And then-
kind of jumps and is like, I am not going to get used to that. I take it she's not your favorite person?
No.
Is
Look,
anybody your
if
favorite
you're
person?
any sort of halfway decent person, you're going to get a punishment because the overseer has you do things that most normal decent people wouldn't consider doing.
Mm.
Cogwin,
Has no filter, essentially.
I was about to say her scruples could use a little work, but that'll work too.
Well, she seemed nice enough. If a little off kilter.
To quote a musical I enjoy, and though scary is exciting, nice is different than good.
I think I know that musical.
Let me guess.
Never seen it,
Hamilton?
but I've heard of it.
In any case, Cogwin, just don't get on her bad side, because she actually enjoys talking to the overseer.
That's unsettling.
So watch your mouth around her.
No secrets then.
Well, with her at least.
Mhm.
I don't know. He shakes his head. Whether or not you trust me is your own
Choice.
issue. I couldn't think of a good word for that.
Discretion.
Discretion. Oh, I love you. Thank you. Whether or not you trust me is at your own discretion. But her, you'll see what I mean when you set out for your first adventure. Speaking of, you are heading to... The carriage is en route to Kralgal, which is basically an underground kingdom of hobgoblins. Of course, there are other underground creatures there. You have regular goblins, and you'll even find a few drow there as well.
Goody.
One of whom I know.
Hmm.
But these hobgoblins are used to outsiders. They trade a lot, and so they won't be immediately openly hostile. It's just a little rowdy, but that's just who they are.
Might get a pie in the face.
But your missions may raise a bit of a spectacle, so try and keep
Profile.
suspicions low.
Okay.
What is our mission again?
You got 3. So what do you want to do first? Kill someone, steal something, or rescue someone?
Hmm. Those are our only choices. Well, I vote for rescuing somebody first.
Yeah, I leap off and land next to darn it, I don't see your name. Yeah. What's your name? Your
My
name.
name?
What's your name?
Ruby.
Ruby.
Ruby?
Yeah.
Ruby. Okay, I jumped next
Okay.
to Ruby and said agreed.
1 and 6 is killing. 1 and 2 and 5 is stealing. 3 and 4.
Well, you're gonna
are
have to hurt somebody at some
rescuing.
point.
Killing.
Well,
Gotta
I'd
say.
rather the mission be to hurt somebody to rescue someone else rather than to simply kill just to kill. I don't kill to make a point, if you get my meaning.
Well, I oversimplified. The rescue mission, you're evacuating Princess Hira de Ghoul from the castle. Your second mission is to find the Moonsong Stone deep in the old Electurium mines. And your third mission is to kill a corrupted alchemist.
Moonsong Stone?
Yes.
Ruby looks over to Cyril. Do you know something about a Moonsong Stone?
Should I roll knowledge of some kind?
That would be. Ooh.
I got a 12.
That is a good question. That would be a knowledge. I'll give you. Roll a history and an arcana, and I'll take the better of the two.
Boopity boopity boop.
14.
Oof. Oofity oof oof.
Well,
Well, there's just that.
Okay.
Was it a nat 20?
Well, the Moonsong Stone was created by a goddess as an experiment, but was discarded by the goddess when she could not use it for her desired purpose. It has been found so many times over the eons and has a bloody, terrible past, but that may be simply due to the fact that it is such a desirable object and arouses such passions in mages. Immensely powerful, dangerous in the wrong hands, and an object of incredible fascination to all who study the power of magic. Although you haven't heard of anything happening to it in recent decades, it seems to have disappeared, and no one has noticed anything weird coming up about it in a long time.
One small question. Was said goddess mayhaps the one that I follow?
No.
Okay. Well, if it's down here, that would explain why no one's seen it for so long.
How did it get here, though?
So this Moonsong Stone is important to a goddess? Then why are we taking it?
You don't know what it does?
No?
Immortality.
Oh.
Immediately after a potion of longevity.
Yeah, he doesn't take chances.
Oh.
Alright. So we rescue the princess, find the Moonstone, bring it back, and kill a corrupted alchemist.
It's up to you what you want to do first.
What do
What
we
you-
do if
what
the
you-
princess is in a different castle? I'm sorry.
She's
Listen here.
I'm sorry.
Hang on.
Got it.
Now you listen here!
That was awful. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
Oh,
That goes
just
along
like
the line of
Josh,
the welcome to the
like
show.
the
Do you wish
girl.
to continue in season 1?
Uh-huh.
Like,
I don't know.
What happened after Josh? Now it's your turn, Ari.
Now I have a bunch of toys. with me.
Byron shakes his head. There's only one castle for about 500 miles, and the kid's 4. Don't think she can walk that far.
Okay.
Oh.
Just thought I'd ask.
well,
Byron shrugs. No skin off my back.
well, if the princess is indeed a child, I think we should rescue the child first. Get her out of danger.
Yeah.
We don't want to end up in some sort of situation where
I'll put.
everything's on lockdown because we either killed this alchemist, you said,
Mm-hmm.
or stole a powerful artifact that makes them increase security.
Well, either way, I think we'll increase security. But I'd rather get the child out of the way first and then worry about the security increases for the alchemist and the stone, rather than insecurity increases on a child.
Yeah.
Well, if it helps, these missions are very far removed from each other. The alchemist is as far away from the princess as you can get. And the stone is located in a mine that no one uses anymore, if that helps.
So it's
It
been.
does. Thank you.
I still want to rescue the child first.
I agree. Ruby shoves the rest of her food in her mouth unceremoniously. Well, let's get going.
Did you just shove a whole sausage down your throat?
You shut up! You shut up! You shut it, Ellen! Shut it, Ellen!
You know, I have a few questions for Will after this.
You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna say the word we're all thinking. Kinky.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking diggity, but alright.
Both of them work.
Both work, both are great. Both is fine with me. Okay.
¿Por qué no las dos?
¿Por qué no las dos?
Either way, she finishes the food.
Somebody's triggered.
Nom nom.
Shut up!
I almost said something else,
Jesus.
but I realized
I didn't
it
mean to
would be
kill
a
anybody,
double
damn.
entendre, so I'm not saying it.
Maybe I should have made it. See, initially in my head it was sausage patties. But then when you said all that, I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. I should have been more clear.
She'll probably be like, wow, you're packing all that meat in your mouth.
Yep.
I would find a way.
Yeah, you
Ah,
made that way too easy.
Why am
Anyway.
I laughing at this?
Anyway.
So that was your necessary sexual innuendo diversion every time that I'm involved in something. Moving on.
Yep.
Anyway, the sooner we get started, the sooner we can finish.
That's what she said. Sorry, I couldn't stop myself.
Oh, I think you could. I think you could.
Okay. Alright, you see Tane finish up his sausage and give a thumbs up. By the way, I finally figured out an accent I want to use for him.
Aw, no more bonbon ferret.
No. No.
Bon Ferret. I love it.
He gives a thumbs up, and then
Impressive.
you see
that,
Mira Jean
Ferret can give a
daintily
thumbs up.
dabbing her mouth after she finished her liberally brown sugared bowl of oatmeal.
Okay,
I approve.
just give me one moment to get ready to go.
I
You
still
see
need to
her
finish
get
my
in.
food.
You see her take
Oatmeal
a
with lots
meditation
of raisins
position
and lots of brown sugar.
and close her eyes. Briefly, for a moment, she opens her eyes and you see that they are bright white and shining before she closes them again.
not normal.
What?
Okay,
And then she comes back.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Wow.
What the hell was that?
What was that?
I'm I'm a wizard of divination.
Mm.
So I was just making sure that everything was gonna be okay.
Oh.
And interesting.
Cyril's just kind of looking at her with shiny, amazed eyes. Wow. That's so
I just
cool.
imagine like the Bishi sparkles and the anime eyes. Oh, that's so cool.
Pretty much.
Define okay.
Now Cyril's I've gone out of character to just play a pure character.
Yay. Okay.
That's so cool.
Let's. All right.
And she also reaches over to give Tane a scritch.
Dignity.
What the hell was that?
He's Russian.
You're making him the heavy?
Yeah. Yeah. She is.
A very, very tiny heavy.
This
Okay,
is Sasha.
Moving on. Jeez.
A very, very tiny heavy to go with the other tiny heavy.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I quit.
And our first rage quit, ladies. Ladies and
Ladies.
Ladies
Yeah.
and ladies.
All right. Ready to move?
Yes.
I
Yes.
love it.
All right. I'm dropping you off at the main marketplace. It's right outside the castle gates.
Tiny heavy to go with you.
Ugh.
Yeah, I love
The
it.
castle participants, the castle folks should be expecting you.
Beautifully done joke.
All right. Can you all see it?
Yes.
There we are.
All right.
It's so
All
weird
right.
to not have to look for Lucid.
I just have to look for Tane. All right. You've come across a marketplace. You see several goblins, an orc, a few drow selling their wares. Mostly they're, normal household items. You don't really see any difference just because they live underground. You look up and you see beautiful, sparkling stalactites sticking to the top of the cave. And it seems to be
That's
way up there, at least like
30, I think.
500 feet. If you didn't know that and it's so well illuminated through cracks in the sky and beautiful lamps and natural glowing rocks that you wouldn't know that you were in a cave if you didn't really look hard enough. You could have just sworn that you were outside at night.
I could fly around here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Dougie.
All
Alright.
right. I'm sticking with you ladies until we get to the castle.
Thank you.
Because. Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, lead the way.
All right.
Cyril kind of flaps her wings and just kind of flies along after the party because she hasn't gotten to fly for a little bit.
One of the goblins come over and stop Byron.
Excuse me, sir. Would you like to buy any of our wares? You look like you could use a new dagger.
No thanks. Mine suits me just fine.
Come on now, everybody needs a little protection.
Byron looks down at the goblin. I think the one of the two of us that needs the protection is you. Besides, he jerks his head over in your guys' direction. I've got pretty good company. The goblin looks over at you guys.
Ah, such strong-looking Ladies indeed. Would any of you ladies like a weapon?
I'm good.
I
Thank you.
immediately jump to the side, flex my wings out, and just snarl.
Cyril takes out her mace and swings it around a little bit. I'm good.
I think we're okay. Thank you, sir.
Drink.
Ooh, quite an interesting party you've got there. Make sure you take good care of them. The king's been in a foul mood.
Oh.
It seems that there is trouble at the palace, although I don't know why he's so upset. His daughter is the first hobgoblin female to be born in 35 years. He should be jumping for joy. You'll have every hobgoblin within 1,000 miles trying to come for her hand.
The kid's 4.
When has that ever stopped anybody?
Ew.
Ruby throws up a little bit in her mouth.
Even Cyril's thinking, gross.
Byron.
And that's why we're
Byron
rescuing
looks
her.
over at you guys. Lovely folks, huh?
That was vile. Truly and utterly vile.
Mm-hmm.
But there hasn't been any females born for 35 years?
No. It's been a bit desperate. Luckily, hobgoblins live for a decent amount of time, about 100 or so years.
That Y
So there
chromosome,
hasn't
though.
been quite the crisis, but
That's still a long time, though.
it's all been boys.
I have a question.
Sure.
Crazy
We're
Y
rescuing the
chromosome.
princess. What exactly are we rescuing her from? Because apparently, to this goblin, having a female is a very important thing to their society. So, what exactly are we rescuing her from?
Where did Nepage go?
The suitor wannabes.
I'm beside Ruby.
You're under Ruby.
Kinky?
No.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Byron Byron opens his mouth and then closes it. I'm not 100% sure. The overseer just said, evacuate the princess.
Hmm.
I can make the introductions, but you all have to figure it out.
Okay.
So, it could possibly mean that we could be crippling an entire society. Great.
I
I
imagine.
mean, I'm not the #1 goblin fan, but
Well, if what that merchant said is true, we could be saving this poor girl a lot of pain.
that is true.
Yeah.
I imagine there's a wannabe
Byron
suitor
looks over
after
at
her already.
at you guys. I told you that most decent people wouldn't want to do everything he says without a punishment.
Hmm.
By the way, there is a condition for this.
Yes.
Of course,
You
there
tell
is.
us the condition now.
I forgot.
Convenient.
Basically, if anyone gets in your way of rescuing the girl, you must kill them.
But what if her father tries to stop us?
He gives you a look. I think I was pretty clear.
Oof.
This is not gonna end well for anybody, I don't think.
No. But they normally don't.
Hmm.
Alright.
Yeah, if you hear her growl, that is Dame.
Alright. Moving onwards.
Onwards and upwards.
And we're walking, and we're walking.
That is a pretty castle for a bunch of goblins. I'll give it that.
Just because they live underground doesn't mean that they don't have a society. You know?
That was out of character.
Oh, I thought
Sorry.
that was in character. I couldn't tell.
No, because Dame doesn't speak much. small words.
Small words, dignified words.
Yeah, and she tends to have a more like I know more than you think
Mhm.
kind of tone.
Were you
Mhm.
shooting for Owen when you made her?
Not intentionally, no, but at this point, I may have to go that route just because I don't get a whole lot of words in.
But
Not to poke fingers at anybody, but I can't talk much.
that's okay. All right. So you exit the market and come across a gigantic bridge where burly, strong-looking hobgoblins stand watch. They see you all, but Byron sort of shoots them a look, and they don't say anything to you. As you cross the bridge, you realize how immense this cave, this kingdom really is.
Yeah.
You wonder how on earth you're gonna get to the actual castle to whom you need to meet. You cross the bridge, marveling at the architecture and the light, how it just hits it perfectly. When you reach the edge of the bridge, a hobgoblin comes up to you and says, Where to?
Hmm?
Throne room. We have a meeting with Queen Rathmok. The hobgoblin looks you up and down, but Byron shows him the mark on his hand. The hobgoblin silently lets you pass. There is a large lift made of metal and pulleys. And another hobgoblin is standing on it, ready to crank to get you guys up to the proper level. They're going up to the top. All of you get on.
It feels
I
weird.
You all
really
get on?
don't like small spaces. Did I mention that?
No, you did not.
Yes, she did in the carriage.
Oh, well, I still am learning about Napaj.
Yeah, okay. Anyways. This immensely strong-looking hobgoblin, once you all are in this lift, the lift has, it looks like a cage. It does so you can see the outside world as you are ascending. Because it appears that people have had the claustrophobic issues before. And so this immensely strong-looking hobgoblin is just cranking, and slowly you are rising further and further and further up the cavern walls. Closer and closer to the top of the castle. It takes you a good 10 minutes or so, but finally you reach the top. The hobgoblin that has been cranking your way up there doesn't even look like he's broken a sweat.
Feels weird to have been going up and not using my wings to do it.
The hobgoblin grunts and opens the lift door.
Napash runs out as fast as she can. Oh, thank God!
Breathe, Natasha.
Napaj,
Napaj, sorry. Breathe, Napaj.
are you all right? Hello? Hello?
Everything's dark.
It's me.
Hello?
As you enter...
Hello.
There
Hello.
you are.
Hello? Yeah, we're here. We've heard you the whole time.
Okay.
All right.
Got a black screen. I'm hoping that's intentional.
Okay. Oh, it's not intentional.
I see it. I see the image. Oh, there's a big throne room.
I
Yeah.
don't!
It is
Dag
big and
nabbit!
shiny.
Isn't technology
Technical
wonderful?
difficulties.
And
Yeah.
technical
Yeah.
difficulties now.
Jab to it.
I was actually thinking the Monty Python intermission thing.
No.
that it?
What we should have done is Camelot. Camelot, totally a model.
I legit.
Add that in there.
I just have a black screen. I seriously can't see anything.
I don't know why, because I mean,
I see it.
I see it too.
Big change.
light, lamp. Is that it?
Mm,
Itchy itch.
Isn't technology wonderful?
I'm.
Oh, there's a thing.
Can you see it now?
I just see a circle of gray and my face.
Oh, well, I see your avatar.
Yeah, me
This
too.
is all I can do!
I don't blame
Try
you.
refreshing
I
the
don't
try
blame-
refreshing the page.
If I refresh the. Okay, let's see if I can actually fucking come back in. Stupid piece of fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You okay, Bliss?
I need real food. This ain't real food.
What are you eating?
Chips and salsa.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not real food. That's a step up from rabbit food.
I need I'll be ordering pizza tonight, but I gotta hang in there for the next 3.5 hours.
How's that, Ellie?
I'm not in the game yet.
We see you in the game. That's weird.
Yay, technology.
God fucking, it's blurry as shit, but it's there. Yeah, I'm talking to Chris about my computer after the game's over.
Yeah. Please do, and please don't feel bad. These things happen, and he'll understand. He paid good money for that thing, and should be working properly. So tell to
It's
Chris,
not-
tell to you.
Yeah,
Let's
it's not-
edit that part about the computer, like the ending part of the computer and Chris out.
Okay, let me time that out. Edit this out. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
46 minutes in.
46.
Thank
okay.
you. Thank you, Maddie.
No
right.
problem.
On with the show!
On with the show.
Out of the show.
We're not blurry anymore.
The palace throne room looks opulent, but also dark and a little almost abandoned. But you know that's not the case because you see hobgoblins and drow and goblins scurrying around in perhaps a servant capacity, tidying up the floors. Perhaps you surmise that there are cobwebs up in the top because nobody can reach up there. The throne looks elegant, but there only seems to be one.
Fake chair.
There's...
Fake chair.
Is there no...
Ruby kind of looks over at Napaj questioningly.
Is there no queen?
There is. Byron steps over to one of the drow servants that is tidying up around this area over here. We're here to see Queen Rathmog. Again, he shows her the drow the tattoo. And the drow hurries away.
Okay, why do people know that mark?
Before you're able to really surmise on that question, a very large and imposing hobgoblin enters the room, and immediately all of the remaining servants start to bow. And you hear whispers of, "Good day, Your Majesty. How are you, Your Majesty?" He looks very, very not happy. But his armor is resplendent, and he looks a king. He looks far
I
more
don't know that word.
regal and important than any other person than any other humanoid you've seen here yet.
Splendid.
Cyril
Yes, Helen.
gives a polite bow.
I almost got it right.
And who are these insignificant outworlders? One of the servants scurry up.
We don't know, Your Majesty, but they come as an envoy from him.
The king looks over at the group and scowls even harder. From him, you say? I see. I am King Adgar the Ghoul. It is... well, we have met at least.
Ruby nods.
Your names? He snarls.
I'm Cyril Corhair.
He eyes the rest of you.
Dame Kingsman, Your Majesty.
He raises his eye.
I'm sorry.
He raises his eyebrows. A chimera with a name. Interesting.
Thank you for noticing. I am honored.
Perhaps I could get you to serve in my guard.
I don't say anything to this, just keep my head down and submissive.
His scowl turns to Nepaj. You.
Your lift's really, really small. You want to maybe upgrade that one of these days.
Yeah,
You see his lip twitch into a growl.
She's Nepaj.
yeah. Dame's tail, her snake tail, coils and gets right up in front of Nepaj's face and is hissing a snarl, as if to say, "Head down." Am I speaking out of my butt?
I didn't want to say anything, but you legitimately were.
This is a whole new version of talking out of your ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wow. Mira Jean sort of goes up in front of Nepaj. I'm Mira Jean Lovelace, and this is Kay. Seemingly, he almost forgets his anger and looks confused at Mira. Heaven. This is Ruby. Then he looks over at Ruby. Human.
Nice.
You are welcome. Oh, sorry.
No, she was just being a little snarky.
Okay. You're welcome to stay for the night, as long as you get your business done what you need to get done. My wife will show you where to go. He snarls and storms out of the throne room.
Oh dear.
Charming fellow.
Okay, as soon as he leaves, Dame quickly turns to Nepaj. Drow Goblin. Unicorn Griffin. I don't care. When you're in the state of royalty, when you're in the presence of royalty, evil or not, you will hold respect or risk getting our heads chopped off. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, Kitty, calm down.
Jeez. And not a single fuck was given that day.
Yeah, Dame would be snarling, but she's above this, so she just turns her head and looks back at the throne. And you can see the scruff on her neck stand up.
At King Adgar's disappearance, you notice that the rest of the servants flee as well, almost as if they are aware that something bad is coming. And that is when you see this female hobgoblin enter.
Oh, I want to see a picture of this lady.
Yeah.
Do you not see it?
No.
Nope.
No.
Not yet. Still looking
Press
for
the dark button.
technical difficulties.
Come on.
Isn't technology wonderful?
All right. How about now?
Nope.
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 4 feet. Called it.
Press the dang button.
Pull the lever, crunk.
Wrong lever.
All right. Go to your journals. I put her in your journals. Her name's Queen Rathmok.
Hang on.
Oh,
I don't know how to pronounce Roxy.
now I see her.
Oh, she's actually pretty cool looking. She's not bad looking at all. I was actually expecting like an over bottom jaw and tusks. I don't know why.
She does
Yeah,
have
I was-
tusks.
I was expecting like something like a giant boulder with really 40 face.
Yeah, green skin, like a ugly. Bleh. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay.
All right. Anyways, she comes into the throne room, and she doesn't look surprised to see no one there. In fact, you don't even see the servant that was sent to fetch her with her. The envoy. Thank the gods you've arrived. Byron, I will take it from here. As you wish, your highness. Byron bows out, takes a few steps backward, and disappears.
Well, ladies, we are on our own now.
Thank the gods that you're here. I need your help.
Sorry.
My life is already forfeit, but you need to get my daughter out of here.
What's wrong?
Quickly, we cannot speak here. She quickly ushers you to a set of staircases that seem to be leading up the back way of the palace. And she's ushering you quickly, hurry.
Okay.
All right. You climb a few sets of stairs until you see a fairly ornate door, though not as grand as some others that you have seen and passed by. Okay, this is my room. You're
I
safe
don't
here.
see it.
I see a black screen.
Black screen.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No, god damn it.
I've come to talk with you
Stop.
again.
Stop.
Darkness says,
You know what
do
you
phone, who dis?
Ah, I see it.
Hey!
I thought I had set the light on everything, but I guess I missed a few.
It's pretty.
In any
I
case.
see the light.
All right. Oh, thank the gods, Maglubiet, you have saved me. I am, as you know, I am Queen Rathmok, the Hobgoblins, but I know I'm going to be killed, really, very soon.
Why?
I'm an adulterer,
What?
and that child that is heralded as the savior of my people is not King Adgar's.
Oh.
Bastard.
So then, when
Okay, in layman's terms, what?
she is not. She
She had an
she's
affair
not
and she
the-
had the other guy's kid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what it was, but I had to make sure. Okay, thank you
Yep.
for
So wait, does the
making-
king
breaking it
only
down for
have
little
Y
pussy. Thank you.
chromosomes?
You're good. You're good. My daughter is beautiful, but that is part of the problem, and it gives her away. My husband has finally found out that she is not his.
Is that
Okay.
why he's
We
so
had
mad?
tried. It would explain a lot, yes. But that's also why I know that I know that my head is on the chopping block, but so is hers. We have tried for so long to have children, but we were never able to. Not even a son. No one to carry on his lineage. And then I met him. His name is Magorot. He's the son of our deity. He's a demigod. He is known around here. He came to me at my darkest despair and, well, after several years of courting, it finally got to be too much. You must evacuate my daughter and get her to Magarot. He will be waiting for you at the end of the tunnels.
Where is she?
Luckily, she's in a room adjoining to mine, since I am her primary caretaker. My husband is on the other side of the palace. I'll call her. Hira! She goes over to a door that is on the other side of the room, so you can't quite see it, obviously. And she opens the door and motions for someone to come in. Can you see her?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
What?
Yay, roll 20, the savior of all D&D players.
Woo!
Okay. No, she came up in the journal. So, oh, she's so cute.
Oh my gosh, she's adorable!
Oh, she's so sweet. Must protect.
Yep.
This will make his job a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was that, Maddie?
What is she holding?
Ah, that is her. That is a gift from her true father. She already has some druid-like abilities that she inherited from him. This is a conduit that sort of helps her channel it so that it doesn't randomly explode out of her. You know how young children are with magic.
It
Does
just
she
explode.
speak? Does she speak common?
Yes, though not very well.
Dame approaches the child and immediately crouches down like to make herself look like a really big kitten.
I was about to approach the child. You beat me to it.
Yeah, I was about to too.
Hira extends her tiny, teeny, weeny little hand out and gently grabs Dame's ear. Kiki.
Dame purrs. Yeah, Dame purrs and smiles sweetly at her. Hello there. We're here to help you get somewhere safe. You think you could be a good girl and come with us?
Uh-huh. Mama, are these the people you say gonna take me to Daddy?
Yes,
Yes.
dear. They'll take you to see Daddy.
Ruby looks over at the queen. She knows who her real father is.
He visits her in dreams.
That makes sense.
She calls the king Papa. She doesn't quite know. She just thinks she has two fathers,
Right.
which is fair. Adgar, for all his faults, is a decent father, but I don't want my daughter to be a bargaining chip, especially when I'm not there to protect her, and I know I won't be. While she's speaking, Hira toddles over to Napaj.
Nepal is just looking at the child in a really uncomfortable way, just
No,
not
the
wanting
funny
to pick
thing
her up.
is that I had a plan or an idea, and then a bit. Yeah, I can roll with this. Yeah. So I turn to Nepaj and say, I know this may not be in your comfort zones, but it would either be you or Cyril,
Cyril.
that you hold the child and protect her. It wouldn't be good for me to hold the child, as she would have to hang on to me rather than me hold on to her. As you can see, I don't have thumbs.
Okay.
Cyril comes over and says, I'll pick her up if you don't want to.
no.
No, Nepal shakes her head and then picks up the child, but kind of holds her at arm's length, like. like
What is this thing? It's so
Nana!
small.
Nana!
I
I
also,
think
I
Ruby's smiling. I think she likes you.
I then turn to the queen. I don't condone giving up on your child, though. I understand your circumstances are not entirely your fault. But
They are entirely my fault.
I understand that love works in mysterious ways, Your Majesty. But if it can be helped, try your best to live. Your daughter deserves two parents.
Of course.
Ruby looks over to the queen. She may not understand, but I do, to a degree. You want your child to live and give her the best chance she has. My parents did the same for me and my siblings.
You see, I don't know what you know of hobgoblin marriage customs, but it's usually not at the female's permission. Adgar was one of the kinder ones. However, it could have been treated far worse, and I fear that the same will happen to my daughter, especially since she is very precious to the goblin people, being the first female born in 35 years.
Ruby nods. We'll do what we can to save her.
Thank you.
Well,
You have to see. This is the problem with her having a beautiful father. She is too gorgeous for her own good.
Mama!
Yes, dear, you're gonna have to go with them. Now stay with stay with Nana and her friends, okay?
Nana!
She looks apologetically over at Napaj. You look like one of her nannies. I did not know.
That's cute.
Nepaj just smiles silently and kind of holds the child properly on, like, lets her rest on her hip, basically.
Hira starts playing with Napaj's hair a little, but she keeps her staff firmly in one of her hands, like a normal child would hold a doll or a blanket.
She knows magic, doesn't she?
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Normally,
Yeah.
cute doesn't work on me. What have you done?
All right,
Well,
That's an evil laugh right there.
Hira, honey, love, I love you so, so much. You stay with Nana and you stay with them, okay? I trust them. She looks up at you all pleadingly. I trust them. And they will take care of you. They will take you to Daddy, okay?
Okay, Mama. I see you later.
The queen swallows, but she nods. Yes, dear. I'll see you later. Daddy will take good care of you. She goes over to her.
The Cyril puts a hand on the queen's shoulder for a moment.
I'll be all right. She's safe. That's all I need.
A dame looks at both wizards or magic users in our group. Either of you know an invisible spell for the child?
Let me see.
I'm a cleric. That's not exactly the same thing.
No, but I do have a way to. I'll explain how to.
Wait, only 10 minutes
I
left.
do have a way to keep her safe. I'll explain when we get down there.
It would be easier if we could conceal the child from being spotted. It would make our life so much easier.
We can, but it means that I would have to stay with her and we would have to stay still.
A backpack A blanket. Anyone.
Let me see.
There's gotta be something in this room.
I do have one spell that could possibly help. Protection from evil and good.
But then
Oh.
I have that as well.
That would be good. That
Okay.
could help. I mean, we don't know for sure that they're evil, but I mean, it's a good precaution.
Anything to help protect the child.
Napash, do you want to, or would you like me to?
Can we both?
out of
I
character,
mean,
that sort of thing doesn't
DM.
stack, right?
No, it
No.
doesn't.
Okay.
But good try.
I can
Napash,
use
since you're
protection.
holding her,
Yeah.
why don't you use it?
I'll use protection on the
Okay.
child.
All right, so go ahead. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Ooh.
And that means that you have 2 spell slots remaining. So, Napaj, go to your character sheet. You're on the spell sheet. You're on the spell thing, right?
Yes.
Do you see the thing that says slots total and slots remaining?
One sec. Yeah.
Okay, when you go to the slots remaining box,
Mhm.
2 arrows pop up.
Yep. Got it.
Yeah. So just click on the down arrow. Now that's how many slots you have left, okay?
Okay.
All right. I am so happy that you had protection from evil and good prepared.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I might have something too. Oh, wait. Clerics can cast pretty much the whole spell list, right?
Clerics can cast their whole spell list, but they need to have it prepared. Hang on.
Because I
Let me
don't
double
remember
check what you-
preparing spells. That's why.
Let me check.
That's
Yes, you
something
did.
you want
Yes,
to
you
do?
did. The red dots are the ones that are prepared.
Okay, hang on. Let me double check something then.
See, paladins can do something similar, but they have to prepare their spells too.
Never mind.
Question for the DM.
Yep.
Could I use my bedroll to wrap that around the princess to keep her from not being as noticeable?
I mean, sure.
All right. Ruby will pull out her bedroll and wraps it around the princess, just to, at least so she's not seen. Not the first thing you see. And
Mom,
also to keep her warm.
Mom.
Yes.
If we
Yes,
get...
it is. It is warm.
Okay, I'm gonna take back saying I had something, because what I have will be better in combat. Also, I have a taco, so I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, go ahead and eat your taco.
Hell
Alright.
yeah!
Because we already
All right.
referenced the taco commercial, so let's have a taco.
Hang on. One.
Okay.
All right.
Ruby turns to the queen. Where are the tunnels?
Right here. Rathmok goes over to the fireplace, and you see her trace across one of the grooves that are in the pillar. And the fireplace opens to
Cool.
leading to a staircase leading into a cave. This is how Nagarot used to visit.
Cool.
Do others know about this passageway?
Paper Mario 64.
It's possible. And that's why I needed someone to protect her. I never learned to fight, which is very rare. I was bred to be a breeder. How ironic that I was only able to successfully have a child with someone so powerful that it was almost impossible not to. Between you and me, I believe it was King Adgar's genes to fail.
I was about to say so myself.
Right.
Hang on.
Fertile.
I'm gonna make sure I can hear you.
Um, that's supposed to be Mira, but you get them. You get my meaning.
Yeah.
Mira Jean focuses a point, basically focuses on one of the spirals on the staircase, on the fireplace, and you see a small jeweled horn appear on one of the spirals. It's very small. You have to look for it, but you can see it.
We can hear you, okay? So don't worry. I'll be able to keep track of you. I don't know. It doesn't go both ways. But at least I'll be able to hear your voice in case you need our help.
I appreciate that. She's a little confused. Rathmok is not used to magic.
Well, think of it this way. If someone does come for you, you'll be able to warn us and we'll have a better chance of getting your daughter away faster.
Of course.
Ruby puts her hand on the queen's shoulder. May the gods watch over you.
You should be safe from this route. Only I know the pattern needed in order to get into the fireplace. The other caves, there are other entrances to the caves, however. There are 3 ways to exit. And so there are 3 ways to enter. He may have already placed people there.
Which way will take us to her father faster?
He should be able to detect when you're at any of the exits. He will meet you at whichever one you choose.
Okay.
Rathmok kisses Hira on the forehead because her head is her you can see her eyes and her forehead still poking out of the bedroll. I love you, my little one.
Love you too, Mama.
Maternal instincts activate!
And that counts as a TPK. Next story.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Yay! I don't know.
Napaj just
Rocks
looks
fall,
at the
everyone
queen and
dies.
says, I will protect your daughter.
Thank you. All right.
Ari just did a rocks fall,
sort of-
everyone dies.
She sort of shoos you guys into the fireplace.
Let's go.
Okay. So yeah, death by Adorabetus as soon as Hira appears. And consistently, every time Hira speaks. Hello, mousepad, are you responding? Okay. So yeah, I have a lot more time afterwards than I thought I did. So I can get into work early and get a big sandwich to split for lunch and dinner. 9-hour shift. Oh boy. But you don't need to know about my life. All you need to know is I am JYoshi64, and I will see you all in 2 weeks for the next Ladies' Night, and I will also see you in 2 days to when I post my reaction for Brony D&D, which is tomorrow. See ya.